Hello, beautiful people. I am Epiphany. Tell the people who you are.
I am Smoke Measy.
And this is the day 4 of me being with Mr. Measy at his studio and concluding this little project entitled The Bittersweet Chronicles Part 1. We did record something that said that, but I deleted it. I didn't like it.
I know.
Okay. Anyway, so the way this worked is I arrived on Friday and laid most of the work down, and I'm leaving Mr. Measy with some thoughts and some ideas and fragments of what I'd like to see happen. And then what are you going to do with it?
What I plan to do is mold each piece into a beautiful piece of voila.
Stop it. And how do you do that?
I just listen to, when I have the time, I listen to each piece carefully, and I fall inside of it, and I open it up, and I let it open me up, and then the music just comes.
Do you get tired of hearing my voice?
No, not at all.
When you're like listening to it over and over and over?
No.
I would.
Your voice pays me. Her voice pays me, so, you know.
That's not even the point.
I can't get tired.
I'm just trying to let people into your process.
No, I don't get tired of anything in here.
Really?
Redundancy is a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
And not really redundancy, but you have to keep listening and keep listening and keep listening, you know.
Do you hear different things?
Every
different
time.
Moments? Mm-hmm.
Every time.
Mm-hmm.
Every time.
That's why sometimes if I hear something the first time that he does, I'll come back months later and it's like an orchestra because you've like built,
yeah,
and added things and subtracted things, and I can always tell when he's really excited about it because he'll actually send it to me. For those of you who don't know, Mr. Measy and I don't live in close proximity to one another. We live 400 miles away. And so I'm in the Bay, and he's in Compton, and he is a delightful producer. I really like working with him because he listens to me. That's what I like about working with you the most.
Yeah, I'm quite user-friendly when it comes to artist-producer relationship, and that gets me in trouble sometimes, you know, because I spoil people and they don't want to work with anyone else. So that's
Oh, Lord. Am I spoiled?
Mm-mm.
Really? Am I difficult?
No.
I mean, tell the truth.
No, I've had difficult players in the game, and you're far from difficult. She's far from difficult. Tedious sometimes, you know, a bit antsy sometimes, you know. But, you know, a bunch of little things, nothing major, which I'm accustomed to by working with various artists in different fields. So,
you know. What's the best thing you like about producing?
The best thing?
What's like your favorite part?
My favorite part of production?
Like when you did Soulflower, what was the best thing about doing that?
I don't know. I had my head in it so tough that, you know, I just started listening to it with a clean ear. I guess the best part about a production is realizing that it's an actual production.
Right, when it all starts piecing together,
and it's like, oh, okay, this is real. Like, this is really real now.
Right. But all albums aren't a concept album. Soulflower was a concept.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people want a whole bunch of different, you know, kinds of things on their album. So you have to approach it differently, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it easier or harder with the concept album? Because, you know, you're trying to stay true to the core idea of the album, the core vision of it.
Of course, it's I wouldn't say easy. Well, yeah, it's a bit more complex is what it is. It may take a bit more time, you know, when you're working on that side, rather than just balls out, just doing what you want to do and not really having, you know,
parameters.
Yeah, parameters. You know, a concept, a stage. You know, nothing's really. You know, I don't know. It is more complex though, to answer your question, but it's still enjoyable at the same because it's a slight challenge.
I would think that it would be easier to do a concert because you don't have to worry about going outside.
Oh, well, I like going outside.
I know. So this is why I'm asking you these things so that people can get inside, you know, the way we work. You know, like people know that I title my work first and then I write it, which is, you know, kind of ass backwards. But it's my way. It's not I don't think there's a right way and a wrong way to write.
Not at all.
It's just what works for me, you know. I do have ideas that I give to you, but not so that people know, not a whole lot. only time I think maybe is background vocals. I'm kind of persnickety about that.
Oh, okay.
I'm kind of persnickety about that because I hear it, but I can't always tell you what I hear. So it gets frustrating for me because I want you to figure it out.
Yeah, and I'm not a mind reader. If I was, I'd be the best producer ever.
Like you go like this and read it. It's like a crystal ball.
Oh, I see.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking you could do. I mean, that's in the back of my mind. I'm like, he can do anything. I know he knows what I mean. I know you know. So it's not to make your life harder, you know. It's just I have great faith. So I've always had great faith. I've been having the pleasure of working with Mr. Measy for over a year now. And when I approached him and told him that I wanted to do this Secret Squirrel project, it was only to get out some other things that were very different from Soulflower. And I think he was a little bit surprised when he had them in his hands and read the title. You got jokes this weekend.
Silent jokes, though. Silent jokes.
No. Look at his face. You can tell. Oh, my goodness. So, anyway, I think this is a different thing because, as some of you know, Mr. Measy's working on his own thing right now. And so he took time out of his schedule to fit me in. And there ain't no rush on this, right?
No, it's not a rush on this. But it will be done in a timely fashion, faster than, you know, because it's not as much, like I said,
it's more simple. Yeah.
It's simple.
It's much
It's
more
a simple
simple
concept. It's bittersweet.
You know. Part one?
Part one.
There's probably going to be a part two. Hopefully not this year, though.
No.
You know, those kind of pieces kind of take it out of me. Do they take it out of you?
When I finally pay attention to them.
I know.
Yeah.
Like I was watching you this morning when you were bouncing them. And you were like...
Yeah, like I don't feel like listening to this.
Exactly.
First thing in the morning.
I know. and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So thank you.
No problem.
I appreciate all you do. I do. And you do it very well. He is my beloved producer. But again, he doesn't belong to me. 310-213-2522. s.measymusic@gmail.com. How many other ways? You know, he's on every Ning site, Facebook, MySpace. Y'all know how to reach him. He ain't exclusive to no one but him and himself.
Yeah. I can be difficult to reach sometimes, though.
Yes, you can.
Because I'm still out in this day and age. I'm out for my Skrilla, you know. So.
You're on your hustle.
Yeah, I'm on my grind right now.
As most of us are.
But I've never been on my grind, so, you know, you gotta understand that I'm real adamant about my grind and my Skrilla right now, you know.
Whatever works for you, Mr. Measy.
Yeah.
Worked for me. Well, not always, but... Okay, let me tell you about him, though. You said that I can be...
At times.
What do you think about you?
I think I can be an asshole, you know. I didn't know it until you played some footage back. And you was like, see how you talk to me? And I was like, damn. So I have to watch, but it's pretty, right? It's like a cool asshole.